Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning is another spy action film with my favorite actor, telling the story of Ethan Hunt and how he saves the world. From a technical perspective, it remains a classic entry in the series. It's still the same spectacular and dynamic blockbuster, where Tom Cruise performs many stunts personally, which elevates the film above others, sparing your eyes from excessive computer graphics. Critics claim it's the coolest movie in the series due to its action sequences, but I disagree. There's not as much action in the film as one might expect, although it's at a much higher level than, for instance, in Fast X. I didn't witness any new tricks from the main character, except for the moment when he parachuted into the window of a moving train. Everything else seemed familiar, as it had already appeared in previous films, leaving no room for surprises. The plot attempts to delve into Ethan Hunt's past, making the overall story more personal and frequently referencing the series' initial installment. Throughout the film, it tries to emphasize how much Ethan cares for his friends and his willingness to sacrifice himself for them. Even though these elements were already apparent in previous films, the extended focus on them made the runtime feel somewhat lengthy. Nevertheless, this time Tom Cruise's character appeared slightly more sentimental, and in certain moments, you can sense the same emotions as his character. What I appreciate the most is that the plot doesn't revolve around fights and shootouts, unlike the John Wick movies. Ethan Hunt actively seeks to avoid them, which is evident as he constantly evades his pursuers. Characters like Benji, Luther, or even Kittredge, who appeared on the screen for relatively short periods, are well known to us. However, due to the film's strong connection to Hunt's past, I found myself nervous while watching because I couldn't recall who Ilsa Faust was, despite her presence in the previous two movies. I'd like to single out the actress Hayley Atwell, who portrayed her role perfectly. She excels in conveying emotions through her facial expressions, and if nothing unfortunate happens to her character, I believe she may appear in future installments as well. The new global threat in this film reminded me more of a magical creature than an artificial intelligence that evolved and went out of control. I found it unclear why the AI chose Gabriel, Ethan Hunt's longtime enemy, whom he believed to be dead. The plot's justifications for this choice seemed somewhat weak to me. After all, the AI could have targeted a corrupt politician or seduced another trusted special agent. Additionally, it's not apparent to me why the AI would need a physical key if it had already infiltrated the World Wide Web and could control all aspects of human life. But what I find most difficult to understand is how a physical key would assist in breaking the shackles of an AI that, as I reiterate, had already penetrated the World Wide Web from a blown-up submarine where it was confined. Overall, this movie reminded me of a sex without orgasm. When you reach the end of the film, you expect some logical conclusion, but instead, you're greeted with credits. Considering Tom Cruise's meticulous approach to his work and the intervals between the releases of all the parts, this leaves you with a sense of irritation because you're unlikely to remember what happened in the previous film.